Ncis was forced to separate scenes between Paulie Perrette and Mark Harmon after things took a turn behind the scenes. Welcome to Dream USA 24, my channel. The actors Paulie Perrette and Mark Harmon were forbidden from filming any scenes together for Ncis due to their intense enmity. Ncis is one of the most watched and longest-running procedural TV shows ever, spanning 20 seasons and over 450 episodes. Ncis was originally a spin-off of another well-liked show, but it quickly gained enough traction to inspire numerous additional franchises. The creation of Ncis has not been simple, despite the show's successful 20 years on the air. Although the ensemble appears to get along well in front of the cameras, things are not at all the same behind the scenes. For instance, Paulie Perrette and Mark Harmon, two of the most adored actors on the program, were incompatible. Producers on Ncis had to stop filming sequences starring both actors together because things got that terrible. The exchanges between Larry Jethro Gibbs and Abby Sciuto on Ncis were adored by viewers. But it appears that Paulie Perrette and Mark Harmon, the actors playing these roles, had a less than ideal relationship off-screen. Although Perrette and Harmon got along well when they first started working together, something happened in 2016. When Harmon's dog wandered onto the stage one day, it bit a crew worker, requiring 15 stitches. The actor kept bringing his dog to work despite the event, even though it caused discomfort for the crew and cast. The break between Perrette and Harmon ultimately began when Perrette made the decision to confront him. In the instance of Paulie Perrette, there was an incident involving the dog show. Mark Harmon owned the dog, and it seems that the dog bit someone. Paulie had a great passion for animals and belonged to the Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals. After that, Harmon's dog continued to accompany her, and she decided it wasn't appropriate for the show. Executive producer Charles Floyd Johnson disclosed. Prior to joining Ncis, Harmon had a less than stellar performance history. For example, during a passionate scene, the actor went off script and got violent with Michael Weatherly, his co-star. Harmon reportedly had a tense relationship with Don Belisario, the show's creator, and the two of them frequently got into arguments on production. There are others who assert that Belisario's termination from Ncis was ultimately due to Harmon. While working on Ncis, Paulie Perrette and Mark Harmon had to be kept apart. Things became strained between Mark Harmon and his co-star Paulie Perrette after the incident involving his dog. The two stars finally reached a point where things were so bad that they had an agreement with the producers to no longer had to be in the same scenes going forward. This explains why there were no scenes featuring Harmon and Perrette together in Season 15 of Ncis. Furthermore, a source on the set of this procedural series disclosed that producers ensured the two actors were never in the same room together after this. In order to avoid requiring them to film together, scripts were purposefully written. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. The insider added, they nevertheless created a fantastic show. She did her sequences on one day and he worked on other days. It was simply scheduled that they did not work the same days. Perrette and Harmon didn't even film a sequence together in the show's last episode. According to Bill Kevaney of USA Today, the episode featured flashbacks focusing on the almost father-daughter bond between Gibbs and Abby, but Harmon and Perrette never appeared together in Abby's finale. Perrette and Harmon do appear side by side in the episode's concluding scene, but this was accomplished only through editing. Was Paulie Perrette's departure from Ncis a result of Mark Harmon? Paulie Perrette announced her departure from Ncis in late 2017, telling CBS Sunday Morning that she was still grieving despite having made the decision herself. In 2020, Perrette decided to give up acting completely, despite making an appearance in the CBS series Broken not long after she left Ncis. Perrette has never publicly discussed her reasons for leaving Ncis, but after 10 years on the program, she has implied that Mark Harmon was a major factor in her decision. Perrette hinted at her conflict with Harmon in a series of cryptic tweets she wrote shortly after leaving the show. The actress once stated in a post, "No morals, no obligation to the truth, and I'm just left here, reading the lies, trying to protect my crew." Striking a state of serenity, it was him. A fan questioned Perrette on Twitter in 2019 about her interest in playing Abby again. In response, the actress said, "No, I'm not coming back. Never. Will you please not ask? I'm scared that Harmon will assault me. It gives me nightmares.